Hey yo, what up? Hi! Today I want to make a video about how to twink a character on EverQuest. If you're a returning player, if you're a new player, if you're a vet that never really did it before. This is pretty much what I excel at, creating new alts, twinking them, and murdering the contents. So if you're about that kind of gameplay, watch the video. If not, this might not be the video for you because if you're looking for a like P99 experience, this is not it. This video is gonna show you how to help you find the right items for your character to optimize it. And it doesn't even need to be for twinking, it can also be for late game. But the idea of this video is to help you twink a character. So you're gonna need two websites. First one will be eqitems.com. You're gonna need that to track the best in slots per class. And then you're gonna need the AradionAuctions.net. Even if you're on Mischief or even on Turnblade, this website works for you. You're just gonna have to choose Mischief right there, and then you're gonna have it list there. So I'm gonna explain how to proceed, how to process all of that, and how to start shopping for your best in slot, your BIS. So let's say you're, we're gonna go with something like random. You are a wizard, and you decided to make him High Elf. Right now, you need to know your server that you're playing on, like what expansion they're on. Like for Mischief is Konark, so you choose Konark there. And level, you can keep it at 60, it's fine. Current gear level, you can keep average or you can put high end. This is more for like min-maxing, so it doesn't really matter that much. And then you do search best in slot. So now you're gonna have a list of items best in slot per slot on your character. The higher it is on the list, the better it is. You can see the score to the right there. The higher the score, the better the item is on you. So meaning that this particular head on the wizard is the ultimate BIS right now. And that one would be also a best in slot, but will be the lower end of the best in slot. Can also be pretty good. So now what you have to do is shop depending of your budget. So let's say you want the Crown of Ra, right? You copy it, and then you go on TLP auctions. You go selling, because you want to find people who are selling the items, not buying. And then you just paste it there. Now, you can see people are selling this bad boy for 20 chrono, 30 chrono, 40 chronos. Well, it's not gonna happen. So you can check the alternative. You go, oh, maybe I'm gonna go with the second one. Maybe this one will be cheaper. Okay, 3,000. Maybe this is your budget, so maybe this is what you want. If that's the item that you want, you copy his name. So on that one, it's gonna be Frank at the bank. You copy his name, so Control C. You go back in game, you /del space, paste his name, and then say, hey, is the Alcabar cap still available? It's gonna say yes, and they're gonna always tell you where they're at. They're always in common land. Okay, so get in common land, and then at the very bottom of the map, the bottom right, so south, is it east? Yeah, southeast. You go, and they're gonna tell you, or Shady, which is like one of the NPC in the tunnel, or they're gonna tell you Parcel. It's gonna be like one of the two spots. Sometimes they're gonna say Ant for like the entrance of the tunnel, but it's most likely going to be or Shady or Parcel. So you go, if you say sure that the item is still available, you go there, you open trade, you put the amount of money that he asked for, and then he's gonna give you the item. If you want to bargain with him, then be my guest. You can say, would you accept 2.5? Would you accept 2? I personally always do that, but depending on how much time you have and how much you need the item, you can always just pay the price that he's asking for. But if it's too expensive, let's say, you're like, hey, no, man, I don't have this kind of money, you can always like drop down a little bit, take an item, and it should be always cheaper if you go lower. So 400 PP, You take this name, you go in game and do the same thing for this item. So you can do that for every single piece of gear until you have all of them. I would recommend browsing all of them first for the prices in TLP auction, and then make, let's say, a notepad and put all the items that you need. And once you have them, you just erase it. So at some point you only like need 3 items, let's say, and you can spam a little bit in the auctions for them, or just keep looking. Because it doesn't mean that you're gonna find all of the items like right away. So you can always choose another item from the list or be patient. This is up to you. Yeah, that's about it. And if you need money, obviously, you're gonna want to farm on the main character, or maybe it's your first character, so you don't have any money and you want to twink your first character on the server right away. Then you buy some chronos, so you go on everquest.com, you go buy tradable chronos, you buy one. Right now, the price for them on Mischief goes for 14.6. You can always keep track of how much they sell for on each server, the average over 3 days on the TLP auction. So if someone tells you it's worth 12k and you see that it's worth 14.6, well then it's just not true. So you can always keep track of how much it is worth. And to be fair, right now you can sell them for 16,000 on Mischief, so this will change tomorrow. This number will be up. So basically, if you buy like 1 chrono, you can twink any class in the game with 1 chrono, and it's gonna cost you around 15 bucks for that, and your character will be an absolute beast. You'll be blasting through content. And when I say twinking a character, it means that the gear that you will have at level 1 will still be good at level 60. Keep in mind though that a lot of the items will be capped. So your character at level 1 will be AC capped for your weapon, for your armor, for everything. So basically your character will be as good as it can be till level 60, and at level 60 maybe you can do some switches for gear raids, so for some planar and stuff. But overall, this is the way to do it. This is how you're gonna get really geared and really strong early on. Also, one other thing that I found on EQ items that is pretty interesting is, let's say you want to do like an enchanter, right? You're gonna go there and you're gonna see all the best in slot. But for me, what is most important on the enchanter is HP. So I don't really care about all the min-maxing for mana, for wisdom and shit. I just want raw fucking HP on my gear. So what I do is you can always go in item by stats right here and then choose HP. And then you can browse like that. So, oh, this thing gives me 75 HP, 75 there, 45. So you can browse it that way. You can do it for AC, let's say for a tank, and you just want to boost your AC at level 60. But if you're just leveling, HP will always be a little bit better for that aspect. But check the best and slot like that, with slash tell the people in game for the items. And yeah, if you have any question about how to do any of that, let me know, boys. Take care.